Hi, everybody. So, as you might know, I've been playing the organ and piano for the Community of Christ. And a lot of you might wonder what the church I've been playing for is all about. And this next hymn that I'm recording is one of my favorites that is part of the Community of Christ. The first thing you should know is the Community of Christ was originally named the Reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It was a reorganization of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints by Joseph Smith III, who was the son of the prophet Joseph Smith, the prophet of the restoration of the Church of Jesus Christ. And Joseph Smith III was just a young boy, about 11 years old, when his father was martyred in Carthage jail. And being only 11 years old, of course, he could not take on the mantle of carrying on the church. The Smith family, so Emma Smith and the children, Joseph Smith's children, all stayed behind in Illinois when about a third of the saints, so the largest group of the saints, went with Brigham Young to Utah, and Brigham Young being in charge of the missionary efforts as president of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles, a lot of the missionary efforts continued on with the church based in Utah. And the reorganized church didn't carry on such a missionary effort, but when Joseph Smith was much older, and about 30 years old, he had a dream that the scattered branches of the church throughout Illinois, Ohio, Missouri, and Iowa should be reorganized and have leadership again, because they were each their own individual branches without First Presidency or Quorum of the 12 still leading them. And so on April 6, 1860, exactly 30 years after the first organization of the church by Joseph Smith, his son, Joseph Smith III, organized the church in Illinois, calling it the Reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, with a mission that they would be people of peace, because they no longer wanted to face the persecutions that came with the differences that Mormonism brought. And a lot of persecution happened to the early members of the church because of things like building temples and temple worship and things that aren't considered normal in Christianity. But as a church of peace and wanting to not have conflict anymore, they didn't do proselyting missionary work, but they did encourage members to share the gospel, but not nearly on the level of sending out proselyting missionaries like the Utah-based church has done. And anyways, about 20 years ago, they renamed the church the Community of Christ. So that's a little bit of the background of the church that I now belong to. Community of Christ has, of course, progressed with the rest of society in civil rights, and including black people in leadership. And since the 1960s, and women have the priesthood and can be leaders in the church as well. And being a gay married man, I can be a member of Community of Christ and not be punished for that. And so that's why I kind of jumped ship to Community of Christ from the mainstream Mormon church, is because I had gotten married to another man. But anyways, this hymn I was going to play for you is called "We Are People of God's Peace," one of my favorite hymns that's in the reorganized church, which is now called Community of Christ. And just to read you some of the words, it's "We are people of God's peace, a new creation. Love unites and strengthens us at this celebration. Sons and daughters of the Lord, serving one another, a new covenant of peace binds us all together. We are children of God in this new creation, spreading joy and happiness through God's salvation. Hope we bring in spirit meek in our daily living, Peace with everyone we seek, good for evil giving. We are servants of God's peace, of the new creation. Choosing peace, we faithfully serve with heart's devotion. Jesus Christ, the hope of peace, confidence will give us. Christ the Lord is our defense. Christ will never leave us. And I think that's so fitting to what Joseph Smith III started as a reorganized Church of Jesus Christ. And I'll play you this hymn now here at Alex Goulden Hall, where I'm privileged to be one of the organists. Yeah. There we go.